I just wanted to make this video. This is going to be part 2 of the video that I made earlier. This one is in Revelation to the smoking and people as Christians and like people as saints and sinners that are smokers. I definitely wanted to discuss this one and just talk about it. And I know I didn't mention in part 1, and it was only because of the fact of the matter is I didn't want to specifically say that this video is a prophecy, but I do know that we are in the end times, and a lot of things I am sensing that we will be suffering. We will be suffering from whoopings by God, because the fact of the matter is that we have been rebellious, and most of this rebellion is related to things like sexual sin, sexual immorality, fornication, homosexuality, any type of spirit that may defile the body, where people are dealing with strongholds and lust and different things like that, different spirits like that we specifically do towards ourselves, and it's just sexual sins towards the body and things that we do that condemn the body in essence, because part of the word is that our bodies is our temple and we are to honor our bodies, and we have dishonored God in so many ways by the things that we do spiritually, to where it separates us, and sin of course separates us from God in general. But we are in the last days, and nevertheless this is part 2 of this video. I do want to say that there are going to be some things that people are going to be suffering with in the last days, and it's due to rebellion. It's due to our own rebellion. These are things that we do that God simply has tolerated from us for so long, and he simply has said, I've had enough. I've had enough. And smoking is just one of those ones that he has had a lot of, and he's over it. And particularly for saints is that we should know better, because we've been taught that we ought to honor our temple and we ought to honor ourselves in the presence of God, because God is always, we never know, is always watching. So in essence, what that means is whatever you're doing that you're dishonoring your Father towards your flesh, he's giving you life, he's giving you health, he's giving you strength, and you're taking it away and defiling it by using cigarette smoke. And yes, I've heard many people have said this over and over again. This is my body and I do what I want to do. No, this is not your body. This body is the body that God gave you. He created you. He sent you. He chose your mother and your father to put you in, and for you to be in your mother's womb. And many of you have been chosen from your mother's womb. And we've heard this so many different times that our life is not our own, and it's really not our own. So that goes into detail of, even for a woman's body, it's for her husband. It's not her own. It's her husband's body. So in essence, is what we need. What I'm saying is, and this is just going on in a tangent, but what I'm saying is there are going to be some things that's going to be coming up on the earth that we are simply going to be attacked with. And this is just because we simply have gotten our nature of doing things our own way. And this is just God saying, I'm coming back with judgment, and I'm taking back the course. And he's basically saying he's taking back the course of our lives. He's taking back the course of what he wants to do, how he wants to do it, and the way he wants to do it. And he's simply saying, I'm sick of it, and I'm not going to put up with it no more. And we simply hate to get to that point where we want to allow the judgment or blood to fall on our hands because of rebellion. And I'm going to say this, I just have been feeling something in my heart pertaining to smoking. The smoking has to cease. And this is just from my personal testimony. I was a smoker. I'm no longer a smoker. I was a sinner. I'm no longer a sinner. I'm now a saint. And I did give up smoking, and I'm here to tell you that there is something that is going to be coming through the smoking. And this is just not really a warning particularly by God. This is just a warning that I am discerning. I did discern that there were some things that they were putting in the tobacco, and I'm just mentioning this. They have had several studies, and I just looked it up not too long ago about yeast and yeast forming as a result of tobacco use. So I'm just going to share this, and I don't know spiritually what people feel, but as a saint, saints are starting to discern things that simply sinners are not able to see. And that's because right now God is starting to judge the saints. And so I'm seeing something coming, particularly with the smoking. And I do want to tell you that please give it up. Please lay it at the altar and let it go. All tobacco products, weed, drug paraphernalia, any of those things, all of those things are a hindrance to our flesh and who we are as men. And it's simply nothing to justify on those. It's just because they cause what they cause, and the pharmaceutical companies and the tobacco plant companies, they know what they're doing, and they know what's in what, and they do what they do because they know you're going to pay the $10 for the Newports. You're going to pay the $10, $11, $12, $20 for a box of Slims. They know you're going to pay what you're going to pay for the Marlboros because they simply know that, and they don't care. And what they put in it, they simply don't care. But I'm here to tell you, put the cigarettes down, because there is something that's going to be coming, and I'm going to tell you, it's going to be something in that cigarette smoke. When you get a puff, it's not going to be quite the same, and it's not going to be what you were expecting. So I'm going to tell you this is a warning. This is not a prophecy. This is a warning. Put the cigarette smoke down. Put the cigarettes down. Put the weed down. Put the drug paraphernalia down. All of those things become a separation between us and God. Put it down. Lay it down at the altar and let it go. I do believe there will be something like fungus related in terms of the cigarettes. And this is part 2. I did do a part 1. If you want to revisit part 1, you're more than welcome to look back on part 1. But I'm just wrapping up the air and closing out this message. And if I feel led to do another message in the future about this, I will be making another one. And that's if I'm discerning something. But there is something going on with the cigarettes, and it is something that is discernible in terms of smell, and it's something that can be smelled through the cigarettes, and it does resemble something like yeast. So if you're hugging somebody or if you're kissing somebody, it's just not something that you want to be, attaching yourself to you. And I don't know what this fungus is from, if it's like a fungus spirit or yeast fungus spirit or whatever. But I'm just here to tell you that lay down the cigarettes, please. And this is just a warning. Again, this is not a prophecy, okay?